The Massey Ferguson 185 sprayer from EUI Modding is back. Hey, what's up guys, this is DJ. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to new mods for Farming Simulator 22. Today we got 20 mods for you for all platforms. We have 10 new and 5 updates. At PC and Mac, we have 3 new and 2 updates. I make mod review videos every time they're released on the in-game mod up, so get subscribed if you're new. That way, you never miss any. Starting off today with new mods for all platforms, we have the Araguaia Valley Map. This is from Araguaia Games, and it's not that big, only 92 megabytes. And you kind of see why. There's a lot of open grasslands all the way around. Really nice map. Here's the PDA. There's a lot of really cool areas, like right here. Check this out. You got some nice buildings through there. You've even got some really neat flats through here as well. I think the design of this is really neat. It is fairly basic overall, and the water, check this out. So this is where you start right here. And they did a really good job blending the painting in with the water right here as well. Speaking of water, it goes through the left to the right and all the way down to the bottom. It looks like somebody got in here with a dark blue Sharpie and painted all the water in everywhere on the map. Trying to figure out if that's a custom fill type, but I don't think so. I think it's just regular water right through there. For console players, it's going to be 1,022 slots out of your total allotment. You got a Massey 5S, a new farmer. Also got the 3670, the Raw Smash Nova. That doesn't come with it. I bought that. You also got a pickup, a tipper. You've got a corn header, plow, planter, front loader. Very basic tools on what I would consider a fairly basic map as well. There's really not a lot to this as far as extra little bits. A lot of grassland. Speaking of a lot of grassland, I'm just noticing there's one field and there's not even field numbers. So hey, if this is what you're looking for, you got something kind of neat. Definitely cool. One thing that I don't like is that you can't buy all of the areas. Like this area, for example, can't buy that. But that also means that it works perfectly in multiplayer. So, hey, there's all these trade-offs. Nonetheless, definitely check this out, Araguaia Valley Map. Next up, new for all platforms, that Massey Ferguson 185 sprayer that we showed off just a second ago. This bad boy right here, 75 horsepower, manual plus power shift transmission, 80 liters of fuel, 18 mile per hour, max running speed. It holds 4,000 liters of liquid fertilizer and herbicide, 4.7 tons all the way, 20 meter spread, and 9 mile per hour working. As far as wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, and then we have narrow tires, wheel weights, and standard in these as well. All of these do have that with the exception of Continental, which has no narrow tires. This is basically a Massey 185 that they added a bit of a trailer to, made it, got the pump going back there. And the rear wheels, I think, are just kind of dragging along at the end of the day. So, well, that's a 165. I don't even know if we have a 185 in the game. Nonetheless, it's a very cool mod. We had this in Farming Simulator 19 as well. Great to see this back. And because I totally didn't forget to tell you how many slots it takes up 10. Next up from Blue Ogun Modding, we have their McCormick X7 short wheelbase, the SWB on here. 165 horsepower, at least to start with. We're going to increase that a little bit. Manual plus power shift as you would expect. 280 liters of fuel, 31 mile per hour max speed. It weighs 6.6 tons. Because I haven't forgot to tell you how many slots it is yet, that's 17 for console players. Wheel brands include Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Bridgestone, and Nokian tires. All of the above. You've even got these really teeny tiny narrow tires on there for Trelleborg, or these big ol' chunky dual tires. Do like the wheel weights on here. I think they look very good. Warning signs, you got yes and no. Those are going to be EU warning signs, of course. Front loader, we've got the Quickie and the Hauer on here. Engine setups, 165 horsepower engine. We also have a 175 as well. And the main color, you have red, dark red, and yellow. As far as your rim colors, we have gray and black, and that's it. Next up, we've got an extremely versatile trailer. This is the Fortschritt T 088 from AAA Modding. In here, you've got a 12,000 liter trailer. You've also got a 25,000 liter trailer. You've got a 12,000 liter manure spreader, and you've got a 10,000 liter fertilizer spreader. So this could be a trailer, a silage trailer, or a fertilizer spreader or manure spreader, all in one. Oh yeah, and the fertilizer spreader will also do lime as well. How cool is that? You've got a crawler track on here if you really want to, or you've just got standard wheels, main color. You've got the Fortschritt blue, green, brown, and then of course we've got red on here, and then our rim colors are red, white, yellow, and stainless. I'm very partial to the blue and yellow look myself, so that's what I'm going to go for here. It is 11 slots on console, so not too bad at all. Next up is something that's probably going to be really useful to a lot of you guys. This is the skid steer Forestry Mulcher from Bargain Mods and Oscar $85.99. This bad boy, of course, hooks up to a skid steer, and then it works like it is a forestry mulcher. It does kind of seem to be modeled after maybe some of the Prentice or something like that machinery, but I looked, and the model is totally different from anything that we've already got. So this is completely custom on here. 65 horsepower, so just make sure your skid steer's got that. 2 meter spread, 3 miles per hour, and you've got all of your colors. If you wanted to match up with Kubota, you may want to go with orange or even possibly just go with the black one. One heads up, the green lizard on the side ain't going nowhere. So hope you like that. I don't know, can you change it up to green and make them disappear? Kinda. It looks like the Doisfar green might be about as close as it gets to it. Nonetheless, this is really cool. I cut down trees with this, cut down stumps with this, go through your fields and maybe grind some stuff up. This is neat. This is really, really neat. And because I didn't forget to tell you how many slots it is 4 slots. Next up, you get the Tenwinkel David series. This bad boy right here is a bunch of weights. Now, you can see it's been modeled up pretty nicely, squared off edges, so if you're looking for that, hey, we got it right here. It's also going to be completely customizable, but again, bright green writing on here, so I hope you like that, and I hope it matches your color scheme. We've got, I think it's 5 different ones here, 800, 700, goes backwards there, 1 ton, 1.1, and 1.2 tons. As far as slot counts, it's going to be 2 slots for the first one, and 1 slot for each subsequent one. Next up, we have some placeables for you for all platforms, the extra large sheep barn pack. So you've got the sheep barn itself right here. This is going to hold 250 head, and then you've also got this version right here, which is going to be much cheaper, about 1/4 of the price, but it holds exactly the same, etc., etc. It will also spawn down 18 different wool pallets if you really want to, though just use the Global Goods pallet from 82 Studio and put it right there, and it'll hold 200,000 liters, something like that. Yeah, that's a really, really great way to get around things like this. The only thing is, these may be extra large, but they're still not as large as most players want. I think they hold 250, but I think most people want between 500 and 1,000, possibly even more. Nonetheless, these are here now for you guys. 100 grand for the one on the left, 28 grand for the one on the right. Next up, we've got the Farm Sawmill, and I like this. This is from the Lort. They always do a really good job with stuff like this. They say the sawmill fits perfectly on your farm. It works like a standard sawmill, and it can produce furniture as well. So this is going to cost you $10,000, which ain't bad, $5 per day. And let's jump in here and see exactly what we can hold. It's this one, my bad. So we've got right here wood planks and furniture. So wood planks goes for 3 wood in, and then you're going to get 4 planks out, and you're going to get 0.15 liters of wood chips. Then you could do 4 liters of wood in, and you can do 5 count of your furniture. So that's nice. We've also got the wood chip area as well. All these are set to spawn right now, but you can change that output however you need to. Next to last new one today, and actually it's your only new mod, the last new mod today, is the selling stations. This is from Fernand24. You've got 2 different ones right here. You've got a forge dealer, and then you've got just kind of one in the ground right there. Of course, selling points are easy to find. Production selling points right here. So the thing to note is you do have some limits on what you can sell. So this first one, as you can see, we've got sugar beets, potatoes, cut sugar beets, hay, straw, silage, and I think that's forage? TMR. It's TMR. And then the second one is the same. So you're not going to be selling normal crops right here, but you will be selling these things. Now, I will tell you that if you guys are looking for other sell points that do sell those things, click the Sell Everything mod. It's a little bit smaller, and it literally sells everything. But if this is specific, you like the way these look, these also are from Farming Simulator 9 or 11, at least this barn is. So if you're looking for maybe some nostalgia, well, this is definitely the one to go for. I mean, come on, check this thing out. All right, and your last new mod today is not really a new mod today. It was a new mod last week, but it's a re-release. This is the Claas Dominator pack. It's back. We talked about this in Farm Sim News earlier today. If you guys did not get this last week when it was out, we've got, I think it's 5 to 6 different combine harvesters here. So yeah, just check it out. Hey, if you're looking for this, check them out. They do look really good. All right, let's talk mod updates for all platforms. Today, we've got quite a few of them, 5 of them to be exact. First one is Backroads County from FSG Modding, FSG Tasman. It's going to be version 1.001. Fix the windmills generating income on starter farm. Farms now own their placeable lights. They've relocated a number of trees further away from the field lines, fixed the cow pasture duplicate, relocated collectibles, added display case for collecting all collectibles, added a bale load area for trigger to cow pasture, fixed the game breaking issues with the tree near field 21 that cause console game crashes, but this does require a new game save, so make sure you guys do that. We've also got an update to the map Wosnice, or Wosnice. This is from Bartson V3, version 1.1. Added FS22 standards to all static buildings, the parallax, frost, new textures, snow. They've also added lighting in several places, added Polish license plates. A second farm has been added to the map. Traffic volume has been reduced. Large electric poles have been replaced. Removed flying help icons. Land purchase issue has been fixed. Fix the field 31 problem. Fix the various visual bugs reported by players. The resolution of the fields has been reversed, and northeast ending of the map has been improved. That's not it, because we also have an update to Riverview Farm from Cavalier Roy. This is a really cool map. Version 1.1 again, fixed a few floating trees. All production points have now increased storage capacities, allowing for large numbers of produce to be sold or delivered to them. Large animal pen with increased capacities for animals, milk, slurry, and food added to the building menu. That's great. They were on the map to begin with, but you couldn't place them down. 11 sheds have been added to the in-game build menu. Some wall types and hedges have been added to the build menu. Fixed some street lights not correctly positioned. Distributed some Simulations UK growth calendar implementation. They've also got some XML files have been updated to use functions included in the patch 1.5, such as storage bins having the ability to jump to them. Also, posts inside hedges made collectible. This will stop the posts dropping through the map after being cut away. Hedges can still be driven through, but will stop bales, pallets, and logs from passing through them. Also, farm sign can now be cut with a chainsaw to remove it. Note, this save game is compatible, but to see all the changes, a new save is required. Moving along, we've got an update to the SIP Disk 300 from BGamer 003 version 1.001. Fix the uncached shader for console release. And your last mod update today is the Silage Factory from Stefan. This is going to be version 1.0.1. Production speed has been adjusted, built-in bell triggers now, and logo redone. I bought some new Legos. I got Lego on the brain. Making our way into new mods for PC and Mac players. First one is the Ebro 6125. This bad boy's 125 horsepower. Yo, bro, I really need to change that license plate. I did it once and it won't go away. Manual plus power shift transmission, 115 liters of fuel, 26 mile per hour, 6 tons. And you've got, well, a lot of different customization on here. Front weight. So we start with no, or you can do yes. It does change the color on there, so we'll leave that and see if we can change it. Wheel brands include Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, and back in again. We do have wide tires and standard tires in Trelleborg. Looks like normals and weights, and then Continentals, just nothing by itself. Beacons. We've got one in the center, one on the left, one on the right, both on the sides or none. Fenders is a yes or no configuration. Front loader attacher is a nothing. Quickie, hour, or nada. Main color, this is going to be the color of the frame only. Can't change up the color of that front weight. And then, of course, we got that yo, bruh. Next up is the López TGA 2200. This is a mulcher at the end of the day. Very small one as well. 2.2 meter working width, 7 miles per hour, 85 horsepower required, and it weighs 817 kgs. And your last one, we have the Kärcher HDC 2734 trailer. This is neat because it holds bubbles or Pro Wash detergent, but that's bubbles. Come on. It also holds fuel and water. Fuel for itself to run, and it holds water so they can mix up with the Pro Wash and wash your stuff. Yeah! How cool is that? So diesel capacity is 90 liters just for the generator. Water capacity is 910 liters, and the Pro Wash capacity is 44 liters. Hose length, we have a 10 meter, and we've also got a 30 meter as well. So whatever you need through there. Rim color, we do have a couple different options through here. Do like the black, but hey, if you don't, it's all good. And then the wash additive, you could choose to add that if you want to, but you don't need to. Of course, we do have a couple mod updates for PC and Mac Players Day. First one is the 30-foot flatbed autoloading trailer pack from Mac Truckin' 921. It's going to be version 1.002. They've added support for FS22 selectable bell capacity mods, 2, 3, and 4X bells. That is awesome. They've also added rear strobe lights, uses the standard beacon light key to activate. Super cool. And your last mod update today for PC and Mac players, the info display extension. I love this mod, version 1.4.1. They've solved the error in the quantity shown of feeding robots when the recipe has altered fill types. Well guys, that is it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new. Join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure those notification bells are on as well. That way you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. I've already released Farm Sim news, actually quite a few hours ago, as well as update patch 1.7. We got a whole video dedicated to that. So if you have any questions about what's going on, check those out and stay tuned for tomorrow morning. I've got a first look, I guess, the release video for the Vermeer DLC. Check it out. Otherwise, see you guys in the morning. Peace.